My name is Mashael Al-Jumaiah. I'm studying communication. I'm a sophomore.
Mishari and Al-Jumaiah. I'm commerce engineering level, computer science.
I'm from Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia. We are in a scholarship program called King Abdullah Scholarship Program. It's a program that sends students from Saudi Arabia to different countries around the world to study.
It's a huge program, like it's the biggest program like in entire countries. It's kind of like this kind of scholarship, it's that the student would give about to get their education from a different perspective, from a different view, from a different country. That was the Saudi Arabia government was thinking about how we have this to be our student get education from a different view, from a different perspective.
We are restricted more by the F1 visa, the international student visa that we are in, and we are also restricted for the type of college and universities that we attend, and like some majors. The scholarship programs want us to attend and enroll in a high academic setting and an institution, and we are more suggested to be in the university that have more accreditation on it. Education and academic experience, and also we want to exchange cultures with other cultures, because when the people who are in the scholarship come back home, we're gonna be rich with like academic experience and also the culture, and also we're gonna be obviously gonna speak like different languages.
There's many restrictions in the programs about like talking about the major, how they choose the major. Yeah, there's a restriction. Nobody can, like in the countries, there's like they need a specific time, like a student there are in computer science or in engineering, or there's nobody can choose like a whole, like people would choose like engineering or computer science or economic. So when you apply for that program, when you apply for the scholarship, so you need to have your major, what you major in. Every school need to apply to the Saudi Arabia Cultural Mission in Washington DC and see how the school is, like what's the rate of the school is. So not all schools in the United States they are open for us, and not all major open in every school. Like here in San Edward, not like all business are open. So they need certain certificate for the San Edward University from the business department to approve to the government they have this certificate, so they can approve the major for that.
Well, there's two ways that you can enroll in the program. The first way is just to apply from Saudi Arabia, but you have to have like English skill, and you have to have a high score or high GPA in the high school transcript. And if you are applying for doing master degree or a PhD, also you have to have a high GPA in your transcript. The student get through like a long process. When they get accepted, then they went to a big meeting with a lot of people talk, and also former students who study abroad will talk about their experience and how and what they're gonna face in like different countries and different culture. And then they start to do like application for university and they apply for visas. Well, there's some restriction for it's not a religious restriction, it's like more culturally restricted. Is what they want each female student to have a male relative to go with her to the country that she want to go to, and also they provide the male relative with the same scholarship too.
Like we probably like receiving monthly 1,800 from the government, and that we should take care of everything. Our living, books, Yeah, and they provide us with a health insurance, with a full coverage health insurance, free ticket every year to go back home and coming here, and they are also that was much, and also the end of the graduation they provide us like with a ticket to go to Washington D.C. and coming back for that purposing for the graduation. They have big graduation in Washington, so they provide us also with that. Yeah, it's when you sign in the like document for the program for the scholarship, they say to you if it like when you're like majoring something that the government would need, you have to work there for at least 5 years.
Oh, you have to work there.
Yeah,
That's literally a requirement.
If you need it in that position, if you have special like majoring in chemical something or like physics, they need you. They need the major, so you are required to work there at least 5 years.
And
So it's the same paid off the money for that.
I want to do a master's degree on communication too. This is what I'm planning for, and I want to stay for a little more longer, and I want to also to work for for a short term, and then I want to go back home. But I want to gain the more education, and I want to gain more experience in the field that I want to work on.
Yeah, after graduation, I have graduation master's degree, going back home, like help my country to build up, like the same they paid for me like here, and I need to pay back for them, like to help the country to raise, and to be like the same that they choose us the opportunity to learn, to get what most people do not have it back home. So we want to go back and try to help the country.
what was the most difficult thing for you to adjust to coming from Saudi Arabia to the U.S.?
It's the culture, the big shock, like the difference in the culture, the way you're living. You basically give you a brief history about like how we are living there. We are dependent on our family until we get married sometimes. So it's we staying in our family. We don't know about like how we're living and the bills and all that stuff until we like get married, have our own houses. But when we came here, you have to respond for all of that. You're responsible for your bills, for your car, for car insurance, and all of that bills. And even though the first, like the country rules, like you are here, it's not your own country. You don't know what's the rules here, so you have to learn everything. So you need to be like more responsible and respect for that country. Do not misrepresent for your own country. So I think it was the cultural things and how people when you see me and talk to you about you're from Saudi Arabia and all of the background, all the stereotype about us, it was the most shocking thing to hear.
My biggest challenge, it used to be a challenge, but because I came from different culture, I think is that being in an academic setting, which as male and female are in the same place. I used to go to an only female school. It's not a challenge, it's just like I'm not used to.
The two sisters, they are here in the same school. It's hard for them. I had so much difficulty to make them adapt to the culture. It's different for them to going to school with a bunch of guys in the school, in the classrooms. It's so hard for them. They never been in the public transportation. They like it's kind of hard life to them to be adapted to that culture, but after like going 3 years and years and months, they kind of adapt to that, but they do not think it's the best way to live for them. As a woman, they raised up in culture from Saudi Arabia.
Well, when I was in Saudi Arabia, I was more dependent on my mom and my parents, and it was like in Saudi Arabia, the culture is more like family oriented. So I was really attached to my family and my parents. So when I came here to the United States, it was a big challenge for me to be independent and to live by myself. I don't live by myself, but I live with my brother and sister. So, but we still, each person depends on himself. So that's why I think this is a challenge for me. and my life back home is way different. Well, I like to watch the bats, a really interesting thing to me, and I really want to go and watch them like every time I have chance to, because I enjoy this, and I think this is a great experience. If you like, this is the closest experience to bats, to watch them here in Austin. And actually I like kayak in Town Lake. It's really great, especially when it's like when it's near to sunset the time, so you can enjoy the view and the downtown view. I really like kayak. I want to go in a Segway tour in downtown Austin.
This state, particularly Austin, I enjoy like people there are hospitality, they are more welcoming. For me, like I visit other states, I visit other cities, but I have not enjoyed it like with the people like outgoing, going to a coffee shop and start to talk to anybody there. Like you go here to Starbucks, you sit with next to anybody, like say hi, you can have a conversation with them. Yeah, you are like a wrong color, but another country, another state, it's not like that. I enjoy the people there, more welcoming, and I haven't seen like big difference. And like they are more welcoming, they are happy to have any people here.
St. Edward is really a great school. The student, the classes, the small classes, is really give us a lot of opportunity to be close to the teachers and talk with a lot of professional people in our field that we study in. And actually, I really like St. Edward. St. Edward's has a really friendly and helpful faculty and staff. And everybody here are friendly, and they always want to know more about you and your culture, and it's easy to make a friend. It's easy to make a friend here.
Like we're keeping the thing in touch. Like we gathering with the friends from Saudi Arabia, here in Austin, Houston, San Antonio. We hang out, we cook together, we celebrate Eid together. Actually, last Eid al-Fitr, we were celebrating that with one of our professor here, Mr. Awad. So he was encouraging us to celebrate the Eid with him, and there's some American people there to see how we celebrate the Eid. And it's of course it's in our home. We still like, I have the only responsibility for the house. I am the oldest. I have to take care of everybody, my sister, my brother, and like we have the culture going on with us. Wherever we go, it's still like it has in our blood.
Do you talk to your family back home often?
Yeah, sure. We Skype a lot, and in Austin also there's Austin started to have bigger Arabic community, and when I get together with my Arabic friends, we go to like Arabic restaurants and we visit like some Arabic places. It's getting more and more in Austin. I'm a member of MSA Club, the Muslim Student Association. We have a lot of activities and a lot of events. We gather every Friday to do the Friday prayer.
Yeah, I think it's one of my mistakes was, because I think I encourage people who would come here the first time to live in a different country, not just in America. In any countries, they would go to like live in a homestay, so they can have their culture, they learn from them, they have like their like culture, the diversity, the history, how they meet people, because it's different. Even though how you meet people, how you greet people, how you sit with people and talk, how you shake hands with people. So I think this is the best way of all the countries where you're planning to go. Just go to that, like you find a homestay before you go there, like trying to keep up with them. They would tell you they are more welcoming to have you there, so they will teach you, they will show you how to live, and then you can depend on you. Yeah, for me, I think it's the way it's like coming here. I respect people, it's important to them. It's to respect other culture. Even though I'm coming to your culture, or you coming to my culture, or you learn other culture, you have to respect the other culture, the way you are in there. And I think from where I came here, the way of thinking, the way of seeing people, it has been changing. the way you see like American people, the way we have some people see it, oh America, America, like it's American dream for people to live. I don't think seeing it's an American dream anymore, because some people still have this American dream. Like I'm telling people, like still American people do not find their jobs. So there's one of that. Like I think about like the way you seeing it, do not like just hear about the country and how they has this importing like money or wealth of oil or anything. So you think the country is just raised by that. No, it's every country has like poor side and rich side. Yeah, I think sometimes it depends on their family and they're raised, because some generation people, you say, they are not ignorant. They are like more welcoming, and they are like interesting to who you are, like what's the Saudi Arabia is like. Let's sit, let's talk. Where are you from? What do you eat? What you dress? And where you live? And you drive a nice car or not? Like all of that. I think it's like young people that are more opening. That like what I see. I've like been around the U.S. Like they are young people. Sometimes they're more welcoming and willing to know who you are. Like before like older people. Like it has to be in my mind. When I go back home, I say like, we need to fix the country. We need to have a better country. We're all here to fix it, to learn from the country that it has been the great history and has been long in the history. We need to go back to fix it. We need to have a better life. And so I think that for me, as I see it, I would be staying here just to have an experience in life. I had experience school here. I got in school here, like it was in ESL programs for more year, and then like coming here for like this is my third year here. So for me, I just want to experience how life like would be for working people. But to live here and move here, no, I did not see it. This is my goal. Yeah, for me it was my intentionally for like I like computer, like I have grown up with it, and then I thought like was trying to study what that machine is, and then after I studied, I like getting engaged in all of that stuff. I think my country is this new country right now. It just like it's been like just 300 years, so we need to like have this kind of like technology going on. We need to fix like the technology there. Like we need to, everything's like the government or with the technology. We need to have everybody can access to the technology to have more easy life. Do not have like going out to you need to get your ID or all of that stuff. You just need to have a better technology. You can do all your stuff from your home. So that's what I think the most important like going on in my mind right now. It's to go back and have a community trying to fix and to have a new like way of technology which all people would use. That's more important aspect for me. Like I think it's hard, and it's the way this is the culture is when the adult like leaving their house for like the college, and they like forget about their family and how it's been like, yeah, I getting to college, I'm leaving my family to having fun with friends, because I think it's what my culture like I learned and all of that stuff. It's been in a family. So this I think like more cultural like getting shocked for me, like see the way that some people treating their family. Not everybody equal, but some people that are treating their family different. I would thank the King Abdullah scholarship programs that give me the opportunities, and give my parents who allow me to give the opportunities to be student abroad, and then I would thank Senate to give me so much time to learn, and thanks everybody.